I really wish I had some water, but I am all plugged in. Hello, everybody. I'm Will.
And I'm Kristen.
And this is So I'm Watching RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 6, Episode 12, the finale. Woo! Before we get going, I just wanted to acknowledge that I am currently in Tennessee, so we are doing this long distance. So if anything's weird or doesn't work, that's why. So
apologies in advance.
Yeah, we're helping. I'm helping our friend Brittany buy a house, and it's nice. So, okay, this was the finale. It was kind of weird. We've never watched All-Stars before. We've watched several seasons, about 5 or 6 seasons of the standard show. So when this started like a regular episode, I was sort of like, so help me God. If this is going like... But I kind of missed the like pageantry of...
Yeah, me too. Like it got to the end and I was like, oh, that's it. Like they just got crowned on the main stage. And I was like, okay.
So I don't know if that's COVID or that's just the All-Stars. I mean, I understand that whole big rigmarole is hard to put on.
Sure.
But I thought we were going to see I was prepping Brittany. I told her who everybody was. And I was like, it's the finale. You'll see them. No.
No such luck.
It was just an episode. All that being said, it was fun. It was real. It was country. It was real country.
Super country.
I kind of like it. I kind of like that the gays are taking very minds now.
I love that the gays are taking country, and I love that Tanya Tucker was there. That was super fun. And Raja specifically was like, how do you feel about the blending of genres and there being a lot of rap and country music now? And she was like, oh, I love it. Do more. And I was like, yes.
So I didn't really get a sense of their verses. I was watching it on my iPad in a hotel room with spotty Wi-Fi. So I watched it twice. I liked the production of all of it, but I didn't I couldn't really dissect the lyrics the way that Ross was there at the end.
Yeah. I mean, they were mostly good. They're the way that they all really stuck to the things that they've been championing the whole season.
As fun as this was, there was a point where I was like, is this not the 5th time we've done this exact assignment? It's like the acting challenge.
Was it season 6 or season 7?
7, where everything was an acting challenge.
There were 8 acting challenges in a row. And I was like, okay, I would love to see them showcase another talent.
But it was good. I had the same note, Ross. I think it was Ross. I had the same note about Eureka, where the rest of them were sort of in kind of yeehaw type garb. Mm-hmm. And Eureka was in full blown Marie Antoinette.
Yeah. Queen Elizabeth Ruff.
Yeah. And she loves that bustle, the structuring of it, because that's the 3rd time she's done that, I feel like.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was a lot of fun. I mean, at this point, I'm trying to think who stood out for me. I thought they were all great.
Yeah, for me it was Ginger. Mm-hmm. Stood out a lot in the song, especially because oh shit, what's the choreographer's name?
Jamal Sims. He was that basement stayed flooded.
Oh yeah. And Ginger, well, she said that first, and then she was Jamal was Ginger doesn't know that she can be sexy, and so he made her do a sexy dance kind of on the floor and stuff. And I was kind of impressed with that, the fact that she managed to see it through and get it done.
It was a huge production number, and it just unfolded on the stage, but it was a lot of fun.
Lots of hot dude dancers. That was nice.
I kept waiting for Orville Peck. I was like, come on. I really liked the runway. It was just sort of finale extravaganza.
Yeah.
So Eureka did full blown Bob Mackie, Cher, I've got the premiere of my new silent film, Singing in the Rain style. It was gorgeous. It was really, really well done. It was well constructed. I liked the nude illusion. Mm-hmm. Just all in all, I thought it was a really, really solid look.
Yeah, I agree. I liked it a lot. The fact that she wore purple, I was like, what are we doing with Raja in the background here? But I have to say, it was not my favorite look of the runway.
Are we going to say the same thing? Because mine was Ginger.
Mine was Ginger, too. She came out and I gasped out loud. I was like, oh, Ginger. it was like very asymmetrical and avant-garde and lots of different colors and very like, it was very glam in a way that she doesn't normally go. I was in love with it from head to toe, and her hair was really good and the makeup was really good. Yeah, every part of it.
Pink, purple, and blue. It was like very structured, and one of the comments was like origami. Yeah, but she said it kept like the like 50s silhouette. Yep. And I think it was Michelle that was like, she even had leg, like full blown leg on display. And I love that she resisted the urge to make a joke.
Me too. Yeah, it was just a pretty dress. It was looked great.
It was no glamour toad. It was just glamour. I
loved it.
Loved it.
Yeah.
I also love...
Talk about a glow up from like entrance to the workroom to this last look. Amazing.
I think that might have been strategy on her part.
Probably.
I also loved Kylie's look, but I didn't know that I thought it was finale.
Okay, I didn't love it, and it's maybe because the American flag is still triggering me a little, but it wasn't my least favorite thing. It was fine, but I agree with you. It was not a finale look, in my opinion.
Well, and I agree with Michelle. It was the whole package. It was the body glitter. It was the tinsel. It was the context in the episode and all of that. And to be honest, I mean, it seems like we've witnessed in real time Kylie's sort of reclamation of who she is and her Southern heritage. This was a Southern Queen episode. All four of them.
I will say I liked Kylie's explanation of why she did that. But if anything, her lip sync dress was like a finale dress.
Oh, we're not there yet.
We'll get there.
But, well, and if this was just a standard, like if the theme was red, white, and blue, I would have loved this. But it just, for it to be her finale, I mean, now granted, I mean, she's the body, she's very naked. So I don't know. It wasn't bad. She didn't embarrass herself. But no. I just was a little bit kind of like, piggybacking off of that, I loved Raja's look.
Yeah.
But there was an element of, haven't we seen this on you before?
Yeah. I mean, it was beautiful, but it was a little,
it was like, heightened.
Yeah.
And I mean, I suppose if the challenge is like your, like, the dress you're going to be winning in, then, you know, the only other critique I had is I wish it was lined. The inside of the dress was lined like a different shade, or even like a pink or a black or something, like a pink satin. But I loved the décolletage, and she just like, it was gorgeous. I kind of wanted them each to go back and do 2 more Runway.
Yeah, right.
It's like
on the last regular season, they all had 3 runway looks, and that was like so fun for me. Just like watching them continue down the runway 3 times.
And so then they were sort of appraised in front of, they pitched their case, and then they were appraised in front of them, and then the judges sort of deliberated, and then they came back. Do we think they knew they were doing that lip sync?
Well, they all changed, so I feel like they had to know.
Well, because Kylie didn't do herself any favors with that dress.
No, but it worked.
Dance-wise,
also.
It did. I think so. We're showing our hand if you're watching like this for actual information, spoilers. My person never wins. And this was such a neat feeling for me because the whole time, and I liked all of them. I was putting most of my oomph in Kylie and Raja. I really wanted either of them to win. But there was something about Kylie that I really connected with her right away, early on. When they did the Stupid Love, and she was sort of in like between Art Pop and Chromatica, that like big jacket, and then the spiky dress, which was so
such
good.
A cool color. And then she had the like cotton candy pink hair in like a choppy bob. I mean,
I think it's the same she wore for like the jellyfish dress. That was the moment, the jellyfish like ruffle moment that I was like, but. And then she slipped and straight tumbled. Like straight.
I was like, oh no, Kylie. And then she went into like a thing, and I was like, oh my God. It was amazing. It was so cool.
It was so good. I really think, because again, I was watching it with Brittany, and she was like, she'd never seen the show before. And she was like, I don't, know much about this. But she was like, I think Kylie's eating this.
Oh, nice.
and just like Madonna writhing on the stage on the jacket.
It was so good.
I loved it.
She did so good. It is kind of the thing where it's like, I was so convinced that Ginger was just going to take it. I was like, I wanted Raja or Kylie, but I was so convinced it was going to be Ginger that I was like, well, there's just no way it's anybody else. And so when they said Kylie, I was like, am I being punked right now? I was like, there's no way.
I had a hunch, because they do, apparently, they factor in the, like, fan voting online.
Okay.
And on Twitter and Instagram, Kylie were, like, light years ahead.
Wow, okay.
Ginger and Eureka. So, and Kylie and Raja were only separated by a few thousand votes. Like,
oh, cool, yeah. Apparently, so I didn't realize how successful Ginger was.
She's like she's like a name.
Because they brought it up like 3 different times how like much of a success she is like outside of the show, and I was like, oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, she's done things. I thought she was one of the ones that was in Dumpling, isn't she?
Maybe.
I don't remember. That was before we were really watching.
Yeah, Drag Race. Yeah,
the show. I don't remember, but yeah. So Kylie won. It was great. I don't entirely know what that means. What a reigning all-star queen does.
Yeah. I think it's really great. I think it's super interesting. The first trans female, crown. Although they never actually put the crown on her, and I was like, put the crown on her pink hair. But I like it a lot. I like the optics of that. I like all of it. Well, and I loved her the whole time, and she had so much growth.
And she did so much. Like when I was explaining it to Brittany, I was like, this season, I was like, she did Steven Tyler, she did Jessica Lange, and she did Dolly Parton. And that's like that's like a range. Talk about the range.
That's a trifecta for sure.
I so thoroughly enjoyed this experience, and
me too.
I want to keep, watching, and we're probably going to take a little bit of a break right now.
I think we'll probably pick up with the next regular season. Yeah.
Or if we decide to do like another back, but we're going to take a break right now because you're at saturation point.
At that capacity with drag queens.
You're like, I'm tucked.
Yeah.
I again am sad we didn't see the other queens, but we did get that sort of like farewell from all of them in the Game Within a Game like 2 weeks ago.
Sure. Yeah, that was nice. That was nice for sure.
And like I said, I having never watched the All-Stars before, I don't know if that's just standard protocol or what. So yay. Queen Kylie. Woo-woo.
Hooray. Very exciting.
So. All right, cool. Well, where can they find us?
On Twitter, @SoI'mWatching, or Instagram, @SoI'mWatching this show. We also have a newly instituted Cash App and a Venmo, both of which are So I'm Watching. If you are so inclined to toss us any dollar bills. And then I was going to say something else. So we are taking a little bit of a break from Drag Race, but if you want to keep watching us do other stuff, we're doing the current season of American Horror Story double feature. We will be doing Impeachment, American Crime Story Impeachment. We are potentially picking back up with 911, but we have yet to make a final decision. But we are.
You keep saying that.
I said potentially. But we've got lots of other shows coming up, and still mostly our weekly episodes. So definitely stick around and subscribe and like the videos. And that's it.